Welcome to the Thinking Cap podcast. This is our fourth episode entitled Working Abroad, Life and Lessons. Today's guest is Miss Lec Pajuelas. She is an assistant language teacher under the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program, or JET. Let's listen to her journey and learn how she prepared for this and what she's doing now. Hi, Let. Thank you once again for accepting my invitation. And let's start with this podcast by having you introduce yourself to our listeners. So, yeah,
Okay.
the floor is yours.
Wow, my floor. Hello, I'm Angelique, Lec for short. I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher. I've been teaching for what? I'm not even sure for how many
Wow.
years now, but I've taught in the Philippines for 10 years before I came here
Mm,
to Japan. So
mm,
now I'm currently teaching English, teaching quote unquote English
yeah,
here in Japan through the JET program or the Japan Exchange Teaching Program.
nice.
Yay! Oh, what else do I have to say?
Woohoo!
That's it. Yay!
Okay. Well, to our listeners, I've
Mm-hmm.
known Let since I don't know, maybe 2011 or 2012, and
Mm-hmm.
she was one of my classmates at UP de Laman in the graduate program.
Yeah.
So, and I've learned about her journey being a teacher in Japan through Facebook because she is my Facebook
Mm-hmm.
friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
True.
let's let me ask you questions related to your teaching background before going to Japan. So you've been teaching in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines, or you have taught in the Philippines for 10 years before going to
Yes.
Japan. So
Have yeah.
can you tell us your experience teaching in the Philippines?
Ah. Huh. I don't think many of your our viewers would be able to
Hmm.
relate unless of course they taught in or are currently teaching in private schools in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Kasi I taught for 10 years in the Philippines pero in private schools.
Okay.
And yeah, private schools. For my first year, I taught at a Catholic school
Hmm.
pero co-educational.
Okay.
That's St. Jude Catholic School. And I taught there for just 1 year.
Okay.
Okay naman, yung experience ko, fun naman. It's a Chinese Filipino school and the kids were
Ah,
great,
I see.
ganyan. And yun, hindi naman sila mahirap turuan, masaya, ganyan.
Hmm.
Katulad din ng second teaching experience ko. For my second teaching experience, I
Right.
taught at Miriam College High School for
Okay.
9 years. Oh my God!
Wow.
For
Loyalty
9 years.
award.
Yes. Miriam College is an all-girls school.
Right.
So, ayun, adjustment talaga. Nag-adjust talaga ako doon kasi nagulat ako, all girls. And
Hmm.
you know how, I'm not sure if you know how all girls are. So parang pag yun, may, iba yung ugali nila from co-educational. Talaga parang mas mature sila ng very light
Okay.
compared to co-educational schools. Tapos, okay din naman. Pero they're really great in English.
Hmm.
Talagang na-challenge din ako. Kasi iba yung level ng teaching ng English sa Miriam College kasi I had to teach some things na medyo advanced na rin. Like debate, for
I
example,
see.
or literary criticism.
I see.
Ang literary criticism, in my case, natutunan ko lang siya nung
In college.
college na ako.
Yeah.
Oo, tapos
Right.
pa, English major pa. So talagang
Right.
kailangan ko siyang matutunan. Sila, pa lang, high school pa lang, inaaral na nila. So, yun, ang saya kasi while I was also learning at the time kasi nga
Mm.
starting pa lang ako ng pagtuturo. So yun, yung experience ko.
Oh, wow, wonderful. So, my co-ed ka, you have your co-ed experience, you have your
Mm-mm.
private all-girls teaching
Yes.
experience.
Oo.
I
So
mean,
wala akong experience ng public school.
I see. Okay, interesting. Well, in my case, I have no experience teaching in public school too.
Ah,
Yeah, I've
I
yeah. So I think I can relate. I can relate with your story. But you mentioned that in Miriam, they're
mm-mm.
quite advanced.
Mm-mm.
Pero
Yes, that's true.
can you tell our viewers or listeners exactly, or can you describe how advanced these students are? I mean, what's the edge of Miriam over other schools?
I'm not syempre hindi ko siya ma-compare sa ibang schools kasi
Okay,
my only experience is St. Jude Catholic School.
okay.
Ang St. Jude naman, okay siya, magagaling din yung mga bata. Pero kasi I feel like I, nagsispecialize kasi sila sa sciences and math. Science
Yung,
and math. So, yung St. Jude.
I see,
So,
okay.
naiba sila sa Miriam. Kasi yung Miriam, feeling ko naman, ang na-feel ko naman sa Miriam, parang nagsuspecialize sila in English. Kasi yung mga
Okay.
bata, nagulat ako kasi yung first year of teaching ko sa Miriam, ano nga ba to? Summer pa lang,
Mm,
nila ako, kinuha na nila ako. So, before we had the regular school days, na
right.
experience ko na magturo sa kanila, summer pa lang. So,
Ah,
nakilala ko na yung mga bata.
okay.
Yung inassign sa akin na na class ay remedial class. So,
Okay.
ibig sabihin sila yung mga nag-fail sa English.
This was
So,
in summer,
nagulat
I
ako.
guess.
Summer siya eh.
Yeah,
So, sila yung mga nag-fail sa English.
right.
Kaya nagulat ako nung nahawakan ko sila kasi parang hindi ko in-expect na ganun yung level nila for remedial.
Ah,
Kasi they can speak well.
all
They
right.
can speak well. Siyempre, hindi naman natin expect yung perfect from the students,
Yeah,
pero they
yeah,
can speak well. They can really express themselves using English.
yeah.
Kaya nagulat ako, bakit kaya nag-fail tong mga to?
So,
Yun
anong
pala.
na-discover mo?
Ang challenge nila sa comprehension, reading
Okay,
comprehension,
right.
yun. At saka yung writing. Kasi
Okay,
parang mas marami, napansin ko, mas marami sa Miriam yung mga bata na parang first language na nila yung English eh.
okay.
So parang, sanay na sila in expressing themselves using the language, pero when it comes to formal setting, medyo may struggle sila. So pag
Mm,
formal setting, most especially in writing, yun, andun yung struggle nila na,
I see.
paano ko to sasabihin na hindi informal,
I
ganyan.
see.
Yun. So, yun lang yung difference na nakita ko. Kasi nga, yun lang yung basis ko, yung St. Jude lang.
Okay. Wow, wonderful. Wonderful. I haven't well, I visited Miriam I think twice
Mm-hmm.
before in my entire life when I attended a conference there,
Mm-mm.
as far as I can remember. And I
Oh,
was
talaga ba?
diba, it's
When?
adjacent.
Ako
I
din
don't know.
nag-visit.
I don't know. When I was, I think, sa UP pa, sa grad school natin, when I found some seminar or a workshop when I attended. And then, all
Ah.
girls, and I was, yeah, I had the impression that these girls are really, how do I say this? Like, they're bold, or they know. I had the impression that they knew what they wanted. Parang
Yeah?
they're
Oh.
assertive. Yeah,
Yes,
that's the word. They're
that's
assertive.
true. I agree. Oo, medyo headstrong sila. That's true. Medyo
Yes.
headstrong. Of course, we're not generalizing, pero karamihan talaga sa kanila medyo headstrong yung
Yeah.
mga bata. Yan
Yeah.
kasi talaga, women empowerment, may mga ganun sila. So,
I'm curious. Have you adopted that characteristic or trait of your students? How,
yung pagiging
yung pagiging headstrong. Have you
headstrong.
adopted that?
Feeling ko, sa bagay, pag iniisip ko kung paano ako
Hmm.
maging teacher noong first year ko, yeah, in a way, yeah, nakuha ko siya sa Miriam
Hmm.
pero ano na lang, hindi siya agad-agad, no?
Okay.
Na ano ko naman siya, na parang feeling ko nag-blend in ako. Parang nag-blend in ako in a way.
Yeah, parang, yeah, being the new teacher in that environment, I would guess that you assimilated yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Tama. So,
Yeah, I feel
so
that. So, parang feeling ko maganda talaga experience sa akin yung Miriam.
yeah,
Nakatulong siya talaga din sa akin as a teacher. Natuto ako ng malaki sa Miriam.
type mo ang Japan, but
Oo.
not as a visitor kasi nga mahal ang
Oo.
fare. So
Oo.
you wanted to be a
Naisip ko.
scholar, right? Okay.
Naisip ko talaga yun. Tapos, pero syempre, busy ako sa MA, no?
Right,
Kasi
right.
part-timer tayo.
Hmm.
I taught while studying.
Right,
for
right,
graduate studies, ganyan.
right.
Tapos, ayun. So, na ano ko, na-trap ako doon. Na-trap ako doon sa routine na yon na school.
Mm,
School as a teacher, school as a student, school as a teacher,
right.
school as a
Oh,
student.
wait lang. Ganyan. Same experience naman tayo. I think most of us sa graduate study natin, no, ganyan ang experience natin.
Oo.
Pero in your case, ikaw kasi natapos mo yung MA mo.
Oo.
How
Natapos ko
many
siya.
years mo
Kaya,
siya natapos?
yun, sorry?
How many years mo siya na before you finish?
Ah! Mahabang story yung nangyari dyan. Pero, kung susumahin mo lahat, parang 7 years siya.
Buti ka pa. At least natapos mo. My goodness. Anyway. Anyway.
Kasi grabe, ayoko na kasi mag-MRR. Nag-MRR na kasi
Oh,
ako eh.
yeah.
'Di ba? Para maintindihan nila yung MRR ay extension.
Opo.
'Di ba? 5 years lang ang max natin talaga
Right,
sa ano.
right,
Diba?
right.
Tapos pero pwede kang mag-MRR. What
Right.
is it? Ano nga ba yun? What does it stand for?
I forgot what it stands for. I only know extension ka kasi hindi mo kaya.
Oo.
Kakayanin mo.
Oo. True. So kailangan mo mag-take ng penalty course for you
Right.
to get another 2 years of extension.
Right.
So, ganun yung nangyari sa akin. Kasi parang, ano na ako, 1 year akong tumanga kasi wala akong maisip na thesis topic.
Okay.
Tapos, anong may nakaisip na ako, edi nag-defend na ako ng topic, ganyan. Nakapasa naman.
Good.
Kaya lang, yung advisor ko noon si Ma'am Alonzo.
Oh my God.
At the time, she was the dean
Yes,
of
yes.
education. So every time I wanted to see her, lagi siyang nasa meeting, ganyan. Ang hirap, nahirapan ako noon.
Right,
So
right.
bilang kulang din ako sa push. No, kailangan kasi sa akin pinupush talaga para matapos. Kailangan may pressure. Wala siyang pressure. Walang pressure kami sa my advisor. So yun, nag-lapse na yung topic ko. Kinailangan ko siyang i-defend ulit. So dinefend ko ulit yung same topic.
Okay.
Nakapasa naman ulit. Tapos nakuha ko na yung advisor ko na si Ma'am Rom.
I
So si
see.
Ma'am Rom, talagang pusher si Ma'am Rom, grabe.
I can attest to that, yes.
Ayun. Grabe. Pusher talaga siya. So talagang wala akong tulog. Hindi ako natutulog. Tapos ayoko rin kasi talagang mag-MRR na ulit. Kasi na ako 2 years na extension na ako Sabi ko, ayoko nang mag-penalty course ulit. So tinapos ko siya nung 2 years na yun.
Right.
Ganun ko siya nagawa. So ang nangyari noon sa akin, para akong overwhelmed. Kasi parang, feeling ko ang tagal-tagal na yun lang ang ginagawa ko. Thesis, thesis work.
Yes.
Grabe, napaka-unhealthy for me. Tapos nag-ano ko nun, sleep paralysis, sobrang stress.
Oh, really?
Na-stress talaga ako nun. Pero, pagkatapos ko nung na-defend ko yung thesis ko, parang na-feel ko na, ay, ang dami kong time. Pag-uwi ko pa, wala akong gagawin, wala akong pagpupuyatan. Adik no? So, nung naisip ko parang, tapos pagpapasok ako sa school, yun na naman yung gagawin ko. So, parang doon ko na-feel na, I need something new. Right. So, yun yung, tapos tamang-tama, sakto yung advertisement ng JET program.
Okay.
Diba, ang gusto ko naman talaga, study, pero yun yan, para akong na-trauma. Kakaaral, na-overwhelmed talaga ako. Sabi ko, siguro mag-aaral ako ulit, pero not anytime soon.
Okay.
Pero dahil kailangan ko ng bagong environment, yun, inano ko na yung JET program, nag-apply ako. So, ang ginawa ko noon, inaano naman nila, JET program has a website.
Yeah.
So, andun naman lahat ng requirements. So, ang ginawa ko noon, nag-download ako ng application form, sinagutan ko siya, ganyan. And I looked for 2 references, yung aming principal sa Miriam at yung isa ay yung advisor ko si Ma'am Rom.
Ma'am Rom. Oh, galing.
So silang dalawa yung references ko. Tapos ayun, parang kailan ba yun? Parang ilang weeks lang yun after ko ng defense. So parang nagpe-prepare pa ako ng final requirements for graduation nung nag-apply ako sa JET program. So,
When was this? 2017?
2017, yes.
Oh, yeah.
2017.
Okay.
Kasi 2017, natapos ko na
Okay.
Pero 2018 yung graduation.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Because
So
I
yun,
remember. Go ahead. Sorry.
ah, go ahead.
Kasi I remember, nakikita ko sa Facebook, Facebook posts nyo nila, ng mga classmates natin.
Mm.
You and, oh God, I forgot the names. But anyway,
What the hell?
yung pangalan ng classmates natin, nakikita ko
Oo.
kasi I think you're posting yung mga pictures nyo sa Japan, and then the process of applying sa JET. So
Oo.
at that time I was in Abu Dhabi working as an English teacher.
Ah,
Then so parang wow, nainggit ako. Parang
abroad ka rin
gusto
pala.
ko din sa Japan. Something. Uh,
Mag-apply ka rin. Nag-recruit din.
yeah, maybe after my projects. But anyway, so yun, nakita ko, wow, sabi ko, inspiring naman stories itong mga classmates kong to. Buti pa
Mm.
sila, they continued pursuing yung MA nila, and then they're now hired as job teachers. So yeah, so
Oo.
dun ko nabalitaan yung inyong stint sa Japan.
Ako kasi, sabi ko noon, sayang naman yung nasimulan ko. Yun, at least, yun yung naramdaman ko na parang,
Right.
ang tagal-tagal ko na kasi nagka-aral. Parang
Yeah.
sayang naman kung iwan ko lang siya. Basta,
Right.
di ba? So, parang sabi ko, ang sinasabi ko sa sarili ko noon, if I finish this, I can move on to other things.
Yeah.
Sabi ko, pag natapos ko yung MA ko, meron akong pwede pang ibang gawin. So, kailangan ko siya talagang tapusin. So, yun. Nag-apply ako December. Nag-submit ako ng submission ko. Nag-submit ako ng requirements ko December 2017.
Right.
Tapos, the next month next year, January 2018, yun, nag-email na sila for interview
Okay.
and class demonstration, class written exam.
Nice.
So, yun. Ang saya. Tapos, yung result, nakuha ko na siya. Nasa retreat pa kami noon. Nasa retreat pa kami, chill-chill pa ako. Tapos nag-check ako ng phone ko. Tapos nakita ko yung email. March 2018.
Wow.
Ayun.
So excited ka, I'm sure.
Oo, excited talaga ako. Pero natakot din ako. Takot talaga ako. Kasi, ayoko talagang, I'm against the idea of working abroad. I don't like
Oh,
it.
really?
I don't want to work abroad kasi feeling ko I don't want to be a slave to other countries. May ganun ako feeling. Pero hindi, I respect OFWs naman ako. Yung mama ko, OFW. Yung sisters ko, OFW din. So parang, hindi ko lang maano yung idea na I would work abroad and I would work for other people of other nationalities. May ganun ko, arte-arte, may ganun pride. Tapos yung JET, iniisip ko pa noon dati, sabi ko, naku, JET program. Hindi naman ako, feeling ko kasi hindi ako yung magiging teacher 1 sa classroom. Which is true. Pero depende pa rin siya. Pero yun nga, pag hindi ka teacher 1, ibig sabihin, para kang magiging alalay nung main teacher. So, syempre, parang meron akong pride na, ano ba yan? Magiging alalay lang ako ng teacher? Bakit ganon? Nag-aral ako para doon. Arte-arte ko.
Oh my God. Same feeling.
Oo, tapos may fear pa ako na yung fear ko na, ang saya ko kasi sa Miriam. I enjoyed working with my colleagues, ganyan. So, para siyang naging second home ko. So, ang takot ko na bilang may magkakaroon ng language barrier, talagang in-expect ko yung mga ganong bagay. Sabi ko, naku, wala siguro kung makakausap kapag break time o kaya wala akong klase. May ganon akong fear. So, mas takot ako, to be honest, mas takot ako sa excited nung bago ko umalis ng Pilipinas for the JET program. Pero yun, bilang ganun yung expectations ko, hindi ako nag-expect ng bonggang-bonggang buhay sa Japan. So I knew what I was getting myself into.
Okay.
Yan. Feeling ko yun ang naging mahalaga kasi alam ko na may mga disadvantages going abroad. Especially through the JET program. Talagang, lalong Japan dahil nga Japanese ang language nila at hindi English.
Yung sinabi mo, when you mentioned about your struggles, I felt you there because ako din, I was struggling finishing my MA, I had
Mm.
depression, to be honest with you. So parang I was so
Mm.
drained already. Parang utang-utang na ako sa sa pag-aaral. I needed something new.
Oh, true. So how long did it take? Ako na talaga yung nag-interview. Kailan mo nag-decide na umalis ng Philippines?
So I decided in 2016 upon the invitation of my sister
Ah.
who's still working in Dubai right now.
Mm.
What happened was, so may may subjects pa ako na dapat tapusin. Apparently, hindi ko na natapos kasi nga parang I had a mental breakdown. At
Mm. Mm.
parang, of course, my sister knew about it, my family knew about it. So parang sinuggest nila, hey, come over here, try to work here. Sabi nila, you've been studying for many years. Kailangan mong mabago ng environment.
Oo. Nice naman 'yun.
Yeah, so ako naman, ayoko talaga. Parang sabi ko, gusto ko nang tapusin.
Oo.
Um, but parang syempre may two forces, no? Clashing in my mind.
Mm.
Sabi ko, wala ako masyadong pera at that time. Parang wala ako masyadong ipon. So I thought of myself, I needed to provide for myself. Kailangan kong
Oo.
mag-ipon, kailangan ko ng pera.
'Yun talaga yung
Yeah,
motivation mo,
yeah.
pera.
Even though I was, like you, like I don't know, nationalistic or
Ay,
patriotic. Parang ayoko
taray
ko.
nationalistic.
Yeah, parang ako din sabi ko, I didn't want to go abroad and be a slave. Parang
Oo.
parang gusto ko dito na lang. Pero nung nag-abroad na ako, naisip ko, well, ayoko parang nabaliktad. Parang, bakit ko gusto maging alipin sa sarili kong bayan kung pwede akong maging alipin sa ibang bansa while earning more money? That's
Oh.
that became my thinking.
Mm.
And
Alam mo,
yeah,
na-feel ko siya nung nandito na ako. Nung first year
mm,
ko, sabi ko, uuwi ako. Kasi ano pa ako noon, naka-leave lang ako noon sa Miriam
okay.
for 2
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Sabbatical leave lang 'yun talaga initially.
Buti
Tapos
pa kayo
sabi ko,
allowed.
oo. Pero ngayon hindi na. Buti nung time ko pwede, pero ngayon
Mm,
hindi na.
mm,
'Yun nga, iniisip ko noon, babalik pa ako. Iniisip ko talaga. Kasi sabi ko, gusto ko lang naman talagang ma-experience. Tapos feeling ko kasi, hindi naman din ako maging, alam mo 'yun, hindi ako maging masaya talaga completely kasi
ah,
ah, malayo ako sa family ko, ganyan. Tapos
right,
yung language,
right,
iba,
right.
ganyan. Tapos feeling ko hindi ko rin naman talaga ma-maximize yung natutunan ko dito kasi
Mm,
syempre iba yung level ng students.
yeah.
Hindi naman debate, hindi naman literary criticism
Oo.
ituturo dito. Iba naman ang second language
Oo.
learn. Ito talaga foreign language talaga siya. So,
Mm,
para ako nagtuturo ng level ng kinder, ganyan. O
okay,
kaya grade 1,
okay.
grade 2. Ganun yung level nila. So sabi ko, uuwi ako. Pero dahil nga sa nangyayari, yung mga nababalitaan ko, oh my God, sabi ko, naku, parang ang hirap iwan yung buhay mo rito na
Mm,
ginhawa, di ba? You're working
yeah,
less for more money.
yes,
Sobrang
yes,
laki ng difference ng quality of life.
yes.
Grabe. Kasi sobrang ang layo talaga nung free time ko dito, sa free time ko sa Pilipinas. Wala ako halos free time sa Pilipinas eh. Alam mo
Yeah.
yung free time na yung parang pag-uwi mo, magche-check ka ng papers,
Mm,
ganyan. Tapos, kapag basta kahit weekend, ganyan poproblemahin mo, oh my God, my grades,
yes,
ganyan, the
yes.
deadline na, kailangan ko mag-check kahit Christmas vacation. So, pero dito, ang daming, syempre, iba pa rin yung, yung Japanese teacher sila.
Mm, mm,
May issue din sila sa workload, yung
yeah.
work-life balance. Pero as ALT, Assistant Language Teacher,
Mm,
iba yung workload mo kasi. So,
mm.
talagang pag uwi ko, wala akong trabaho.
Wow.
Tapos, wala
Wow.
akong,
Kaya naman ako
hindi
niyan.
pala. Wala ako talagang trabaho pag-uwi. So, parang ngayon ko lang na-enjoy yung yung ganong klaseng buhay na, kasi
Mm,
feeling ko, kahit simula pa lang, bata pa lang ako, bata talaga,
mm,
estudyante pa lang ako, tapos pag-graduate ko, nagtrabaho agad ako. parang wala akong na-experience na gano'n na enjoy ko yung free time. Maliban na lang, of course, during summer vacation, ganyan. Pero ano ba naman yung 1 month, di ba? Yun. So, ngayon, na-enjoy ko siya. Parang, ang hirap. Iniisip ko, nag-worry ako kapag, paano pag bumalik ako sa tunay na buhay? Ako baka mag-struggle ako. Kasi nasanay ako sa, ang dami kong free time, ganyan. Ang saya. So, parang
Oh,
iniisip ko, ang hirap umuwi.
wow. Parang, hindi ko alam na ganun pala yung situation mo dyan sa Japan, no? So, so you're not the primary teacher. You are an assistant to the teacher. Sa Abu Dhabi, Dubai, sa UAE, I think same situation.
Oh, really?
Ang mga Filipinos or, non-native speakers, so to speak,
Yeah.
sila yung mga tinatawag na assistant teachers.
Oh.
Oo. So when I tried to apply there sa public school or sa private schools ng Dubai, ganun din pala yung setup nila. Hindi ka talaga, you're not the primary teacher. And you will just assist the native English teachers.
Wait, yung English teacher, yung English teacher, hindi, what do you mean by native?
Ano sila, from America, from Canada, from the UK. Yes. Ganun yung setup nila dun sa Dubai.
That's right!
I know, right? I know it. That's my issue.
Ay, nako, napaka sinauna na yung idea ng native speaker. Sobrang lumang idea na yan. Nako talaga. Alam mo dito kasi, ang JET program, they started accepting Filipino applicants 2014 yata. 2013, 2014 lang. Very recently. Kasi ang tinatanggap lang nila noon yung quote-and-quote native speakers.
Yeah.
Ako, alam mo ba, ang mga kinukuha nila, mga fresh graduate. So, ang nakakatawa, they do not know what they're doing. They just come here because they can speak English, but they do not know how to teach the language.
Right.
So, parang, tapos, syempre, iba rin yung nila, yung kanilang work ethic. Kasi, Western, di ba? Yung parang hindi sila ng boss-boss, ganyan. Walang hierarchy, ganyan. Ang Filipinos, marunong makisama. Alam nila yung ganung konsepto na, boss ka, ganyan. Igagalang kita. Or you're the Japanese teacher of English. Ikaw yung partner ko, pero ikaw feeling ko mas mataas ka pa rin sa akin kasi ikaw yung talagang teacher dyan. So, ire-respeto ko yung decision mo. Iba yung ugali nila. So, hirap sila din mag-adjust kung paano makikipag-usap sa Japanese teacher, ganyan. Yada. So, parang, ngayon, feeling ko na-realize nila. Kaya ang dami nilang kinukuha ngayon na Filipino applicants kasi parang nakikita nila na, mas okay ang mga Pilipino.
Well, kasi, obviously, no?
Kasi ang mga kinukuha kasi ng embassy sa Philippines, yung mga, as much as possible, may teaching experience.
Right.
Kung hindi man, at least makita nila sa class demonstration na okay magturo. Kasi apparently, sa ibang bansa, sa America, for example, yung application, yung nila doon, yung process nila doon, walang class demonstration.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oo. So, walang hindi nila alam yung teaching. Walang ka-teaching background kasi nga fresh graduate.
Wow.
As in, ewan ko kung anong basihan nila. Parang, yung iba sa kanila, karamihan sa kanila marunong mag-Japanese. Yun yung edge nila.
Okay.
Pero, meron naman din mga jet participants from the Philippines na marunong mag-Japanese. Pero very few. Ang nakikita kong common sa amin, talagang may teaching experience.
Okay.
So, alam namin kung paano i-handle yung klase, ganyan. At saka, hindi naman kasi, it doesn't mean na we never get the chance to be teacher one in a classroom. Meron kami may mga times na kami yung parang teacher one kasi kami. Kumbaga, say the Japanese teacher of English or the JTE wants us to say lead the class in doing this particular activity ganyan. So parang nagre-request sila na gawa ka ng activity for this topic ganyan. So bilang may experience ka as a teacher, kung paano ka gagawa ng activity, di ba?
Oo.
Imagine, classroom, alam mo kung paano mag-handle ng students.
Question
Ganyan.
ulit, no? So yung pinagawa ka na niyan, syempre, parang you already have the idea how to do it.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Oo.
so parang it's, I don't know, it's not so much of a challenge to you.
Yes, pero yung challenge, how to simplify things. Yung challenge, yung mag-simplify ng mga bagay.
Right.
Oo, kasi syempre, kapag sa Pilipinas, tuloy-tuloy ka lang mag-English eh. Kasi alam mo, maintindihan kanila. When you give instructions, ito lang. Ayan, sige, gets nyo na yan. Ganyan. Isang pasada lang, gets na nila. Pero sa dito, ay nako, ang hirap. Ang hirap magbigay ng instruction.
Can you describe? Parang gusto kong imagine. Paano mo ginagawa yung day-to-day activity?
Day to day. Sige, ang regular talaga. Depende kasi talaga siya sa Japanese teacher.
Okay.
How much he or she would get you involved in the classroom. So, merong mga teachers na they would ask you to just read stuff.
Okay.
And then the students would repeat after you. Para kang recording.
Oh my God. Oh, wow!
Sobrang no-brainer. As in, papasok ka lang sa classroom. Nandun ka, either you stay at the back, pero for me, I would rather stay at the back kapag ganun yung Japanese teacher.
Okay.
I would rather stay at the back para hindi nila nakikita yung facial expressions ko. So, sa likod lang ako. Tapos pag tinanong, Miss Lec, could you read this? Yung textbook, di ba? Eh, di babasahin mo. Tapos, okay, please repeat after me. Tapos susunod lang yung mga bata. As in, ganun lang yung role mo. Ganun.
Oh, wow!
Oo, ganun. May ganun.
That's for one class? I'd imagine, okay. Yeah.
Oo. So, may ganung Japanese teachers.
Okay.
Meron ding Japanese teachers na as much as possible, gusto nila parang present ka talaga all throughout the class. So, nasa harap, hindi mo mafe-feel na kailangan mo pumunta sa likod. Kailangan nasa harap ka. Kasi any moment, anytime, tatanungin ka ng kung ano-ano, parang may conversation kayo sa harap.
I see.
Casual lang siya. Tapos para makita ng mga students na, they're talking in English, they're speaking in English, parang makita nila yung actual conversation, ganyan. Tapos, did you know, Miss Lec, that blah, blah, blah? Mag-uusap kami ng teacher.
Okay.
Pero, yung gagawa lang nun, yung mga confident na Japanese teachers, yung kayang magsalita in English.
So paano yun? Did they give you parang a plan before?
Oo, depende. Di ba?
Okay.
Depende talaga siya sa Japanese teacher. May Japanese teacher na pupuntahan ka, sasabihin, ito yung gagawin natin, ha?
I see. Okay.
Pero meron ding Japanese teacher na gulatan na lang.
Oh my goodness. Impromptu?
Pumunta ka sa classroom, gulatan na lang kung anong gagawin natin. Pero usually naman, blessing naman sa akin yun, no, na yung Japanese teachers ko, sinasabi nila sa akin na parang, syempre, parang mahalaga kasi talaga mag-build ng rapport. Feeling ko yun talaga yung crucial sa role na to, assistant language teacher. Kailangan maging komportable sa'yo yung Japanese teacher. Na parang kahit hindi siya ganun kagaling mag-English, komportable siya na makipag-usap sa'yo in English, na hindi mo siya i-judge. Parang bilang ganito yung personality ko, I think, nakatulong yon na parang mas komportable sila na sabihin niya sa kaulit, ganito yung gagawin natin na okay lang ba, ganyan.
Right.
Yung mga ganun. Okay lang ba, ito yung tatanungin kita ng ganito ha, ganyan. Mga ganun.
Parang, yeah. So parang, sorry. Yeah, just go ahead, please. Go ahead. Mahirap to sa Zoom, mahirap mag-interrupt, okay?
Sorry, kasi wala yung mukha ko, kaya hindi mo alam kung magsasalita ako o hindi.
No worries. Sige lang.
Anyway, yun nga. merong mga teacher na kakausapin ka nila a day before.
Okay, yeah.
O kaya, during the day, pero a few periods before. Meron namang during the period, pero kasi meron silang mga 10-minute break eh. So parang during the 10-minute break, habang naglalakad kayo sa classroom, ganyan, o kaya habang nasa harap kayo nag-aantay ng oras, sasabihin niya sa'yo, ito gagawin natin na ganyan-ganyan. So, may mga ganon.
Okay, so depende talaga sa teacher na kapartner mo sa class. Question lang, paano sila magturo ng yung mga Japanese teachers diyan? Do they teach English in English or in Japanese? How is that?
They don't teach English in English.
Okay.
Because if they do, their students wouldn't understand them.
I see.
As in, alam mo yung level talaga ng English dito ng mga bata.
Oh.
Wow. mas marunong pa yung mga bata na kinder natin dyan sa Pilipinas. Promise. Kasi hindi talaga sila na-expose sa language.
Right.
Pero feeling ko naman, recently, mas nagiging okay yung English ng mga bata. Yung mga bagong students, ha? Yung mga previous kasi talagang natuto lang sila, talagang nag-aral lang sila ng English junior high school na. Kanya. So, nag-aral pa lang sila ng alphabet first year high school.
Oh my God.
First year junior high school. Oo. As in, alphabet, ganyan. Kaya, ang mga alam lang nila, words, ganyan. Tapos, pag sa exam, okay sila. Pero pag kinausap mo sila, natatameme, hindi nila alam paano sagutin, o kaya hindi nila naintindihan kung ano sinabi mo. So, very important for the assistant language teacher to speak clearly. Yun. So, yun po yung struggle. Meron silang mga hinahire, yung JET, meron silang hinahire na Australians, ganyan, o kaya...
Paano yun? Mga native speakers ba yan?
Hirap sila na intindihin kasi iba yung accent.
Exactly.
So yun, ewan ko dito sa mga to, parang mga So yun, nakakatawa kapag basta nagkakaroon sila ng struggle sa gano'n. Sana na-realize nila na mas okay yung talagang may teaching experience. Para nakikita nila na para talagang nakakatulong sa bata. Alam mo yung gagawin.
So ako kasi I have experience teaching Japanese online.
Teaching Japanese or Japanese students?
Japanese students.
Akala ko Japanese tinuturo.
Mali sinabi ko. Teaching English to Japanese students. Tsaka nagturo ko sa review center. So may ilang Japanese students doon na nagre-review. So, na-notice ko, mahihain sila when it comes to speaking the language. So, kailangan mo talaga ng amuhin and praises and all that. So, tsaka I read, I think, articles about the Japanese English education. So,
what did it say?
As far as I can remember, no, parang in the year, I don't know, mid 2000 at 2010, 2015 sa parang ganon. The Japanese trying to improve the English speaking skills of students because they're preparing for the 2020 Olympics.
Yes, exactly.
And right? So parang they're expecting a lot of visitors. So may mga students ako na mag-aaral, with me sa online. They're trying to improve their speaking skills kasi nga ina-anticipate nila magiging tourist. What do you call that? Parang tourist guide.
Oo, true. Nandito na ako. Kita mo na ako?
I was looking at the camera. Now I can see the screen. There you go. What did you do? What did you do?
Pero, ang nakakatawa dyan, natatawa kami. Kasi parang, ang end goal nila yon. So parang lahat ng, ang dami activity na, say for example, yung part sa textbook na you would help a foreigner get to a certain place at the train station.
Yes.
So, ganyan. Yung mga ganong klase situation. Ganyan. Tapos palaging, kahit hindi ganon klase yung activity, parang palagi nilang nasisingit yung idea na Tokyo Olympics.
Yes.
Sa isip-isip ko, paano pagtapos na yung Tokyo Olympics? Wala na yung goal. Ang labo, di ba? Kasi ang problema sa kanila, alam mo yung kasama sa exams yung English.
Mm. Mm.
Tapos, inaaral nila yung English sa classroom. Okay? Tapos,
Okay.
grammar heavy sila.
Yes.
Ganyan. Lalo sa junior high school. Pero, ang tanong, bakit hindi nila, parang walang learning. Parang, ang feeling mo na parang hindi nag-i-improve yung mga bata. Ganyan. Tapos talaga nagme-memorize pa yun ng vocabulary, ganyan. Kasi nga, lagi naiisip, kasama sa exam.
Right.
Ano sila dito, medyo strict sila talaga sa medyo tight yung competition nila sa pagpasok sa high schools. Meron talaga silang entrance exams. Parang college sa atin. Ganun sila dito sa high schools nila.
If you need to say parang national high school exam? Okay.
Oh, hindi, merong of course they would choose certain high schools ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos yung mga good high schools mahirap pasukan, 'di ba? Kailangan meron silang magandang grades, papakita na yung grades nila ganyan, tapos may exams ganyan. Tapos di yun, iisipin mo, bakit parang hindi sila nag-i-improve? Kasi wala silang practice, walang purpose, walang point yung pag-aaral nila. Hindi katulad sa atin sa Pilipinas, nakikita mo siya everywhere. Nasa TV, nasa labas, tapos parang kahit sino pwede mo kausapin in English. Dito very few opportunities for them to use the language. So walang point for them. So ang dami sa kanila parang, I don't like to learn kasi wala namang point. Diba?
Exactly.
Wala namang talagang point. So parang, pag sinabi sa'yo na for Tokyo Olympics, yun lang. Tapos kung tapos na yung Tokyo Olympics, edi wala na.
And speaking of Tokyo Olympics, postponed naman because of this pandemic. So ano na, what happened?
True, that's so sad, no? Wala, hindi natuloy. Hindi ko alam kung anong plano, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin nila. Kasi 'di ba may recent change din sa leadership. Wala na rin nag-resign na rin si PM Abe. So parang hindi ko rin alam kung anong balak nila.
Yeah. So anyway, interesting yung ganung thinking ng mga Japanese. Not the entire Japanese people, but the Japanese government, especially the department. What do you call that in Japan? Department of Education or?
Board of Education?
Oh, okay.
So, BOE?
Oh,
BOE
I'm not sure.
Board of Education.
Okay.
Board of Education.
So, parang magandang point yung sinabi mo about how the Japanese government sees English as a tool for them to, I don't know, personally or professionally improve. So anyway, we are approaching, I think, the 50th mark of this podcast.
Ang bilis
mo ba?
Parang feeling ko wala pa tayo na pag-uusapan mo siya.
Exactly. Actually, may tanong pa ako eh. Sige.
Oo, ang dami pa kaya.
We can extend this. Okay. Wait lang ako. Camera ko nahulog na naman. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway. So, yun. So, ilang months or ilang years ka na dyan sa Japan?
I came here 2018.
Okay, so 2 years.
So, two full years na ako. I'm on my third year now.
Okay. Di ba? Amazing! I hope marami ka nang naipon.
Ang ganda niya. Ang ganda point niya, pero wala.
Diba? Oh, come on!
May iba, feeling, sige. Sa JET program kasi, feeling ko, sa lahat din ng di ba pag magtatrabaho ka abroad, marami kang gagastusin sa first year mo.
Yes, true.
Nakatulong naman na nasa JET program ako. So, hindi talaga siya parang legit na trabaho na parang lahat babayaran mo. Tapos may mga, di ba may agency, ganyan. Walang gano'n. Ang sa akin lang, yung apartment ko, ganyan, mas may 1 month advance, yung mga ganun. Tapos, yung flight ko naman bayad din ng program.
Okay.
So, hindi ko naging problema yun. Pero yun, yung mga bayad-bayad na insurance, mga ganyan-ganyan. Dami kong binayaran. Tapos, ang dami ko pang gala.
Kita ko nga sa post mo eh. I think diyan ka masaya sa paggala, no?
Totoo yun. Yun talaga yung na-enjoy ko sa Japan. Pag labas-labas ko. Ay, nako. Yun. So, wala akong ipon. Mag-start ka lang. Mag-start ka lang. Ang kinaganda naman ng JET program, tumataas siya every month. So, sana mas may maipon ako this year.
Cross fingers. Cross fingers.
Yeah.
So 2 years sa Japan. Sabi mo you paid for your insurance and your
Mm-mm.
apartment.
Mm-mm.
I mean, can you give us a rough an estimate of how much you spend every month? Tapos how much you
Ah, how much I spend every month? O sige.
uh
Kasi paano ba? Malaki yung sweldo, that's
okay,
true.
right.
Pero mataas din ang cost of living sa
Okay.
Japan.
Okay.
So, for example, ang rent ko, my apartment is 44,000 yen every month. So
44,000.
that's mga 22,000 pesos. Oo.
Okay.
So every month may 44,000 na mawawala sa pay mo. Tapos meron kaming health insurance. Oo. Ang ganda naman yung health insurance, no? In fairness naman. Tapos meron din kami, hindi ko maalala kung magkano. Kasi
Mhm.
dapat sinabi mo. Hindi
Sorry.
na-prepare ko sana yung
Naisip ko lang.
pero meron akong breakdown yun. Pero, sige, roughly, pagsasama-samahin mo lahat ng ginagastos ko every month, kasama yung mga deductions, 100,000 yen.
Oh my
Ano na yun?
God! Laki
Estimation na
din.
yun. 100,000 yen. Oo.
Laki din. Wow.
Laki din. Pero,
Tapos, wait, saan ka sa Japan? Sa metro or sa medyo rural
malapit
area?
ako sa Tokyo. So,
Okay.
ang area ko, parang, alam mo yung Laguna, na parang,
Ah,
valley, parang
okay,
half-half.
okay, okay.
It's
Yeah.
now slowly turning into a city. Dati
Okay.
siyang Inaka, ganyan. Or
Um,
by Inaka, I mean province. Dati siyang province. Pero ngayon,
oh,
naging parang city na siya. Malapit sa Tokyo. Parang mga 2 hours by train from Tokyo. Ang Tatebayashi, Gunma.
I see. Wow. Naalala ko yung experience ko sa Abu Dhabi, no? In my case naman, the company actually paid for everything. In my case, so medyo yung ipon ko is medyo malaki.
Oh.
At yung gastos, hindi ako masyado magastos kasi parang ano lang, apart or flat lang. And then kapag may pupuntahan, going to the cinema, that's all. So, yun ang aking experience, bro. So, I think itong medyo malaking issue sa mga teachers, yung mga walang ipon.
Oh.
Diba? I mean, pagod dito sa Pinas, padala probinsya, walang ipon. I mean, it speaks to, I think, all OFWs, no? So, magandang point niya, we need to really think of the future and, save for the rainy days.
True.
Okay, anyway, so can you tell us, or do you foresee yourself teaching sa Japan until you retire? What's your plan in the next 5 years, 10 years?
Oh, napaka-ano naman. Nung nakita ko yung tanong na yun, sabi ko, ang hirap naman nun. Kasi to be honest, I'm not sure.
That's okay.
To be honest,
Yes.
syempre, the dream is to be a scholar.
Mm,
To be a scholar for postgraduate studies, ganyan.
okay.
Pero syempre, hindi natin alam kung magiging posible yun, no? Pero basta ang naisip ko ngayon, hanggat wala akong mas magandang lugar na pupuntahan, I think I will stay here.
Yeah,
Kasi
I agree.
parang, 'di ba? Kasi medyo masalimuot eh. Sa Pilipinas ngayon, parang ayoko.
Super.
Oo. Tapos ang hirap nun kasi syempre pag bumalik tayo, parang magsisimula tayo ulit, 'di ba?
Yeah.
We'll start over. So
Yeah.
parang lalo na nasa gitna ng pandemic, parang paano ako magsisimula?
Yeah.
'Di ba? Ayun, pero yun, wala pa akong masyadong plan. Napakahusay, no? Walang plano sa buhay.
Well, may mga, yeah, hindi ka naman masisi. I mean, I cannot blame you. I cannot blame people like you or even myself kapag ganyan ang naisip ko din, no? Kasi, being a teacher, abroad, naisip ko din yan, paano, anong gagawin ko sa Pinas? So, maliit ang sweldo.
Mm.
Pagod ka pa, marami ka pang inaalala. So, well, ang nangyari kasi sa akin is, so tapos na yung contract, I had to go, I decided to pursue a teacher training course sa
Mm.
UK naman. But,
Sa UK.
well, but unfortunately, something happened to me. Parang I had mental breakdown. So,
Oh.
yes. So, hindi ko siya natapos. So, parang nasayang ang perang
Well, it's
pinayad
good
ko.
that you're better.
I know, right? I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's good that.
Ganun lang naman yan. Ganun lang naman yan. Parang
Oo.
bangon lang. Paunti-unti,
Oo.
bangon lang.
Oo, tapos
So,
bangon ulit.
right. So ngayon, I'm back in the Philippines. Yes.
Mm.
Trying to pursue kung anong naiwan ko dito. Yung nga, yung master's degree ko. Kaya
Oo.
parang gusto ko lang tapusin siya and be
Oh,
proud of
tapusin mo na.
myself. Yeah.
Oo.
So
Hindi,
yun.
pero you
Yeah.
can be proud of yourself naman at nalampasan mo yung mental breakdown na yun. Diyos ko.
Yeah. Slowly. It's still there. Parang slowly. So parang, I'm trying to connect with fellow teachers and fellow lifelong learners like you who I think can be an inspiration to, yeah, exactly,
Inspiration.
to teachers like us na nagsistruggle. Mahirap kasi yung hindi ka nakakonect. Parang ganyan lang nangyari sa akin. I was unable to connect with people. Parang ako lang. So, it's a good thing that we're having this kind of podcast to
Pero
connect.
ako may worry pa ako ngayon na pag nakikita ko yung mga teacher friends ko na
Mm.
nagpo-post sa Facebook, yung mga nang ginagawa nila online,
Yeah.
naiingit ako ng very light. Kasi feeling ko, am I being left behind? Am I missing a lot of things, a lot of
Right.
teaching experiences that could help me become a better teacher, ganyan.
Right.
Alam mo, kausap ko si Ma'am Rom.
Oh,
Kasi
how do you talk to her? Ang
kasi
init naman, Rom.
ka-email ko siya
I
kasi
see, okay.
kasi parang ang ginagawa niya ang ginagawa niya sa mga advices niya inaano niya na parang kasama ko diyan na pag kapag ipa-publish
Ah,
co-writer siya para
I
yung
see.
end goal mo is to get published ganyan so parang
Oo.
co-writer siya so
Okay.
constant yung communication namin
Okay.
pero parang syempre may mga lie-low minsan na parang 1 month hindi mag-uusap kasi busy sa trabaho, ganyan. Ngayon, busy siya sa kakatapos niya lang ng mga module for online classes.
Okay.
Tapos, ayan, din siya. Tapos meron din siyang advices na for thesis. So, sobrang busy. Pero yun, sinabi ko sa kanya yun na parang nakakatakot for me. Iniisip ko yung parang feeling ko left behind ako sa ganung aspeto na parang feeling ko ang daming natututunan ng mga tao.
So yun, buti ka pa, you're still communicating with Ma'am Rom, no?
Di ba kapag-communicate ka?
Actually, I did naman when I was struggling sa aking papers, but ako kasi nahihiya ako pag paulit-ulit ko kinukulit eh. Parang nahiya ako sa kanya.
Hindi ako nangungulit din. Hindi ako nangungulit. Siya nangungulit sa akin. Kapag nung advisee niya rin ako, siya yung nangungulit. Di ba? Hindi ka ba niya kinukulit? Nangungulit kaya siya?
Hindi pa naman ako, wala pa ako dun sa thesis part nung sa, I think, last core subject pa natin yon. I had to submit a paper, parang, doon ko siya kinausap about my problem, my personal problem, oh my God. Ayun. So, yun. So, anyway, thank you, Lec. Thank you very much for...
You're welcome.
For being here and answering my questions. And do you have any last message to the listeners of the podcast? Any inspirational words?
Yun lang talaga yung sinabi ko, fight. Yun, fight.
Fight lang.
Ano sasabihin ko? Parang,
from the heart, I don't know, it's up to you.
Stay strong.
Yeah.
Teachers. Hindi naman do not be, feeling ko maganda naman na hindi tayo ma-pressure sa sinasabi ng iba na I've been told many times before. I had been told many times before back home that I should go abroad to get a better life. Ganyan, parang you maximize whatever you have learned at you so that you'd get ganyan, more money, ganyan.
Yes,
Earn more money abroad, ganyan. Parang nagiging ano siya ng success.
Pinag-measure ng
abroad
success.
ka, oo, success siya. So parang parang I rebelled against that idea. So for the longest time, I didn't think about going abroad. So, okay lang din naman yun. Na if you ever feel like you need to leave your environment,
right.
Let it not be because of that pressure
Okay.
na you need to be successful or you need to earn more money. Unless, of course, it's very much needed, di ba? Depende naman yan sa needs mo. Pero, in my case, I felt parang nasa ano lang naman yun. Ikaw yun, nasa sa'yo yun. It's your decision. Yes. Parang nobody can tell you otherwise kung pag na-feel mo na you need something new other than what you have been doing or what you have been experiencing or whatever you have surrounded yourself with for the past few years. Ganyan. Pag na-feel mo na you need to grow more, whatever in whatever way that would be, yun, go for it. Fight for it.
Fight lang. I totally agree.
Kasi it's not just you, hindi lang naman para sa yun, para din yun sa students mo.
Yeah.
Kasi kapag ikaw fulfilled ka as a teacher, parang mas makaka-encourage ka ng mga students, mas mafe-feel nila yung inspiration from you as a teacher. Yun lang.
Well, thank you very much. I totally agree with what you said. And if I may add, most mga teachers, take it one step at a time. Huwag masyadong sa dulo-dulong iniisip. Parang ngayon, dito muna tayo. And dito muna tayo kasi pag masyadong malayo ng inisip natin, overwhelm tayo, magkakaroon tayo ng mental breakdown, just like what happened to me. So, take it one step at a time. Yes. So there you go. Thank you so much, Lec. And I hope you enjoy your day in Japan. I hope to visit in Japan soon pag wala ng pandemic. And I want to eat ramen.
Ramen talaga.
My favorite.
Yes.
Well, thank you anyway, Lec, and talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Lec.
Enjoy life.
Thank you. You too. Thank you for listening, my fellow lifelong learners. I hope you learned a thing or two from that interview. For me, if you want to work abroad, you have to be psychologically ready by tempering your expectations and enjoying every moment you are there. That's it. Before I go, please remember, it's never too late to put on your thinking cap.